This is fun. We get to play murder mystery. That's so messed up. Whatever happened to hello? It's 8 in the morning. I can't do team comps at 8 in the morning. Was she not wearing a jacket? It's just the sleeves of a jacket? Yeehaw. Not the motel. Something is not right about that motel. It's like very bless your heart coded. That's kind of creepy, actually. Hello, friends and gamers. Good morning. It's 8:45 a.m. and some mistakes were made. Some mistakes were definitely made. I thought Route 77 ended on the 9th. It's the 6th and it ends in 19 hours. So, yeah, great. What else do we, there's a couple other things that end today. So which one is guest guidelines? Guest guidelines is the achievements for Route 77. So those coincide with each other. Column 77, what is that? Urban Legends. Is that, I'm thinking, is related to this somehow? The shop has another 3 days, but we do have to finish this today. And then we'll do Argus' story because that ends on the 9th. I do have time for that. So yeah, that's where we're at. I still haven't watched the Toy Box live at the time of recording this because also it's not Toy Box, it's something else, but I keep calling it Toy Box. I haven't watched the live stream. I know we're getting an Assassin's Creed collab. I know things are happening, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. So right now we really need to worry about Haunted Highway. So we're doing the creepy horror event at 8 in the morning. This is gonna take me multiple hours to complete, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. So let's enter and hope we can keep going. Stage-wise, it looks like there's 20, so it's longer than the Allure Games event, which scares me. It does scare me, like, a lot. So fingers crossed, I guess? Fingers crossed. Yeah. Mistakes were definitely made. Mistakes were definitely made. I don't think I'm gonna get all of it done in this stretch here, but we'll see how long it takes. Recommended level 30. Yeah, we'll be fine. A trail of footprints. Where they lead, no one knows. This is a combat stage to start. Okay. I'm hoping it's shorter than Allure Games because Allure Games is very long, but also I think it's longer than Allure Games. So there's that. Great. That's great. The thing is, it's not even like light out. It's dark. It's literally darker than it is at night sometimes. It's like disgusting outside today. The countryside of Texas. You don't need to specify where. I don't, honestly, a lot of the Texas countryside doesn't specify where you are either, quite frankly. But we have rain-soaked soil and shallow footprints. Yippee. Oh, there's tracks. And we have Argus. I actually have not seen a ton of Argus. I've been pulling for Argus and I actually wanted to start this with polls, but I forgot. So, haha. Mercenary in a wide-brimmed hat kneels on one knee, her left eye glowing brightly.
10.6 inches long.
I love Argus. There's so much reading and like very little speaking, guys. The soil beneath the footprint is uneven. One side presses deeper into the ground. Okay.
Signs of limping.
I was gonna say that. You got me, Argus. Got me there. Wide stride, heavy indentations, and a slight drag.
Male.
The fact that she just knows that. Heavy pressure on the forefoot, lighter on the heel. Deep scrapes at the front, fewer at the back. So, do they walk on their toes?
20 years old.
How can you tell that? Light on his feet, uneven pressure on the forefoot.
Lightweight.
Okay. How does she know all this stuff? She's good. I don't like the scalp scratching noises. I do have to say that, but she scratches her scalp with the barrel of her shotgun. Okay. Yeehaw, brother. The further she goes, the more irregular the footprints become and the more clues emerge. Is that the guy from the trailer? Because there was like a guy in the trailer, right? That like was freaking out. Is that him? There's a rustling in the grass nearby along with the faint sound of conversation.
Boss, are you sure
Order follower?
for the revered one are?
Revered one?
Trace of human activity here, let alone a market.
Hey, what's going on here? Are we getting cult stuff?
Explanation is, we're here for these plants, right?
What plants? The
Of course not.
like dying grass in the ground? It's Texas.
That's too bad. I'm great at harvesting.
I'm assuming it's summer-ish
Bro, see?
in Texas. Texas is warm all year round, but
Mom would probably disagree.
dear God.
Do you have any idea what these
It's so quiet. I know that's the point. The point is that it's quiet because it's far away, but
don't want to risk
I'm struggling.
weeds, you know?
It's too early in the morning and I'm not caffeinated enough yet. I do have a coffee, but I haven't drinking enough of it yet. It's still kind of hot.
Stuff like this, I can hardly handle any delicate work.
Oh, is this the guy? That's the guy. Because he even said his leg was messed up.
That's him.
Yep.
The one with a limp.
This is fun. We get to play murder mystery. Because this is... What? Sorry, what? There's a distant sound of a gun being cocked. Hey, yo, dude!
See your mom soon. Up there in heaven.
That's so messed up.
What?
What happened? Whatever happened to hello? Wait, Argus didn't stop it? Oh, no, she did. Okay, the mercenary decisively pulls the trigger of her shotgun. The bullet grazes the assailant's neck. Or cheek. Why'd I see... I like half read it. It's 8 in the morning, guys. 8:51. Oh, and there's our fight. That makes total sense that we'd have one there. Okay. Plant is recommended, so I'll put together a plant team. It wants you to use Argus, but I don't have Argus yet. And yeah, let's just put together a team. We don't have to worry too much about levels or anything because all my characters that I actually use are level 30 or above. So, God, the music is terrifying here. Plant. Who do we want? I have like 2 built plant characters, so we'll just throw them on. I always think I have quick lineup, but I don't. We'll throw Desert in as healer, and in the suitcase, just throw Jay in the suitcase. Why not? I don't even know what buffs I have on who, but I don't care right now. It's 8 in the morning. Don't make me I can't do team comps at 8 in the morning. You guys have fun with that. I'm gonna have a coffee break. My coffee is starting to cool down finally, which is nice. I need that. I need my coffee to cool down like very badly. It's kind of funny because this team is like not prepared for the Texas countryside at all. Like if Desert lost the tights, maybe. She's probably the closest. Yeah, I do need to watch the live stream and like get all the info for that because I have no idea what we're getting in the next version. I've seen some of the characters, but that's about it. I'm very behind. Boom! Whose gun was that this time?
What are you waiting
Was it still
for?
Argus's, I hope?
Get your ass out of here.
She says, she's like, get your ass out of here, but she looks so like soft. Like, I love her. His trembling hands betray his fear and panic. Which one are we talking about?
You got a couple questions for this one too, huh?
She's so pretty. I love her.
Well, first come, first served.
But also she could kick my ass, and I love that
you're
too.
gonna have to get in line.
Also, is she not wearing a jacket? It's just the sleeves of a jacket. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, do you know how hard it is to screenshot this? She steps on the man's chest and presses the barrel of her gun against his throat. Okay, thank God it zoomed out. That's so cool. Look at her. I have to actually do have to screenshot this one though. I can't just get the screenshot off my own video because she's too far to the side. So give me a second. I got it. Yay. I'm gonna forget I have that screenshot, by the way. Because if it's like too far to the side here, like obviously my model, covers part of it. So I just wanted to get an actual screenshot.
All right. Here's how we're gonna
That's
do
thumbnail
this.
material, baby. As long as the thumbnail covers the gun.
If you lie,
Oh.
I'll blow your jaw off.
I love Argus.
Have you ever met a girl named Kayla?
I've heard a little bit about what happens, especially in Argus's story, I
Let's try
think.
it again.
So I'm happy to see Kayla's
Girl,
back.
About 5'3".
Because
chest
Kayla was
and
also
hair,
in
emerald green eyes. Speaks like a Texan.
Yeehaw. But
Have you seen her?
Kayla was also in Tuesday's story, which scares me because she runs by at the motel. I didn't realize that until I was editing like the first part of that video series because there's like 2 videos. I was like, oh, that's the Kayla. Oh no. The man shakes his head in terror. I would too, buddy. She smirks. He's
Then
gonna be
why is there a
jawless.
hair clip in your pocket.
Wow. Whoa. She presses down harder, jamming the shotgun into his throat. Why is her hair clip?
There's a girl, 5'3".
Why do you have her hair clipped, sir?
She's always carrying a basket. Her name's Kayla too.
Okay, yeah, we get that, but like, where is
But
she?
her eyes ain't emerald green. They're
Weren't they like purple? The man's mouth opens helplessly as he desperately tries to remember the color of the girl's eyes. They were like purple, right? It's on the tip of his tongue, but he can't seem to spit it out. The crucial detail he should remember, but has now forgotten.
Tell me how you got this hair clip.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. How do you have the hair clip?
We just bumped into each other by chance. She dropped it on the road, and I thought my daughter would like it, so I...
That's actually a decent excuse, but also kind of weird. Relieved to have moved on from the color, the man blabbers on obediently. You should have started with the hair clip, dude. Her finger tightens on the trigger. Bum bum.
I'll give you one last chance.
Oof.
Where did you meet?
Yeah, that's the kicker.
At a place called Tuesday's Motel.
Not the motel.
There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Is she still gonna shoot him? No, okay. He gets off. She hefts the shotgun and knocks the man out with the butt. No, he doesn't to fully get off.
Next time, just spit it out. Save us all some time.
Are you with the Foundation?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Foundation?
St. Pavlov, right?
Yeah. They hate the Foundation, you see.
Who's they?
But you saved me. I need some help.
I'm thinking it might be Manus related, because that's what it sounds like. It sounded like cult stuff, and if cult stuff is involved in reverse, it's just usually the Manus, even if it's not like the Manus Vindictae we know and love, allegedly. It's like an earlier version of that, or like an offshoot of it, so I think that's probably what he's talking about. Anyways, Argus cuts him off harshly.
I never heard of no foundation. And I don't give a you-know-what about what's going on between you and them.
Fair enough.
My
That's
own
also
life
very
to deal
Texas.
with.
Very Texas.
I'll leave him with you. keep the gun. You figure the rest out yourself.
Fair enough. A thin cloud obscures the setting sun, scattering its light. We don't got that many clouds here. She looks out into the horizon, though. Yay!
Now, where's this motel?
I thought she was wearing like a cropped jacket or something. No, it's just sleeves. The young follower points a trembling finger southward, where the stars have started to appear in the sky. The red lowlands lie still, their furrows rising and falling gently. I also feel like, because we're talking about Texas, some parts of Texas look like this, but not many. Not many. There's more grass here than you think.
Listen.
It's
you
dead
say
grass,
my
but
life's
there
alright
it is
anymore.
here.
I have to warn you.
There's not a ton of like big rock structures.
Save your breath.
Oh yeah, the haunted motel. We've been over the haunted motel. That was Tuesday's character story. The follower hurriedly pulls out a few dollar bills from his pocket. That yeah.
Mercenary, right? I can tell by your gear. I'm worried about my mother. If you see her on the road, please give me a call.
Okay. He hesitates for a moment before taking off a metal locket from around his neck. How much do we want to bet that the mom is also
Here's a photo
trapped in
of
the motel? Or like got trapped there? The mercenary opens the locket to reveal an elderly woman with a kind smile.
Got it.
But hey, she agrees. She hands it back to the follower. Okay.
And here, my phone number.
This poor kid. He writes a series of numbers on a blank section of one banknote.
And listen.
And
be
$1.
careful. Something ain't right about that motel.
The nope. That truly, something is not right about that motel. And we're going back there on our own accord. Like, we already did the Tuesday character story, but she takes the money, slips the dollar, and but it faded out to black. So now we're on the roadside. The afternoon heat lingers in the highway. The mercenary makes her way back to her car, shotgun in hand. Yeah, I don't, because if this is supposed to be like the Route 77, Route 77 is actually like not that far away from where, like, I could get to it kind of easily. I think it would be like a drive, because it's a big highway, right? Like, I'd have to find the highway, but I think it's maybe like half an hour drive. And it doesn't look like this here. And like half an hour away, it also doesn't look like this. She comes to a sudden stop, though. Barbara's back! A soft voice echoes from afar, and she notices a fluffy white figure circling around her car. It rhymes.
Is that a sheep?
It is a sheep. That's Barbara! The fluffy creature turns its head. It's a sheep-headed, human-bodied arcanist. I mean, yeah, it would have to be an arcanist.
2 sheep. 3 sheep. Funny how we hit the hay every night. Just like kids hit the books every day.
Did she always have a little sheep in her hair?
Hi, Barbara. Nice to meet you.
I don't think she always did. So is this after she like books it from the motel? Because she obviously doesn't stay in the motel. The sheep-headed arcanist extends a hand, a gesture befitting an introduction, but she doesn't get the expected response. Like, I'm assuming it's Tuesday's character story, then Haunted Highway, then Argus's. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Argus's is like a throwback, because I know Kayla's involved, I think. But Kayla's also involved here, so I'm not sure, but we'll find out.
You're in my way, ma'am.
Nope, she's on the team now.
Tried waving and shouting at the drivers, but none of them stopped for me.
Or was those just like
Thankfully,
alternate
racing
routes?
around the road seems to have done the trick.
Listen, if you need a ride...
Because I
here's
know
my
that
answer.
she was looking for a ride at the beginning of Tuesday's character story as well. Don't let her leave her out there. Or wait, is this what happens before Tuesday's motel? I'm unsure. Argus gets in, closes the door, and looks at the hitchhiker through the open window.
No.
No.
My driver left me here. Probably because of that scraping sound on the car roof. That scared him after.
What scraping sound? Is this whole place haunted highway?
Destiny's brought me to the right place, I think.
I've heard that phrasing way too many
Ticket my
times.
ride. I'm on a business trip.
It's like very
so
bless your heart
money is
coded.
No object.
It ain't about money.
Argus is on a mission.
Disappointing answer.
Argus is on a mission for her girlfriend.
I understand. One must be vigilant. If you don't mind me asking, miss,
No. She's
what happened to your eyes? They're bloodshot.
You-
It's best not to drive with your eyes in such a state.
I was gonna be like, you can't just ask people that, Barbara, but that makes more
That
sense.
ain't none of your concern, Miss Sheep.
So has she been crying or
See
not
ya.
slept? Because both would, I think, makes sense. I'd put my money on no sleep though. The mercenary closes the window, finally blocking out the endless chatter. She turns the ignition key and the radio bursts to life, blaring disco music inside the vehicle. At least it's not country. Oh my god. She shuts it off and stomps on the gas. I was betting it would be country, but it wasn't, thank God. I don't like country. So the engine roars as the speedometer climbs higher and higher. In the fields on either side of the road, shepherds are herding their sheep. Yeah, speed limits don't exist in Texas. Drive responsibly, though, but you will meet so many people here who just will go 90 on a 60, like, for fun. Just for fun. And you ask them, like, how aren't you afraid of getting a ticket? And they're like, nah, I'm having fun. Like, what? I don't even think my car goes up to 90. But unwelcome memories begin to surface. That was the line I missed before because there was like a fade to black again. The land at the foot of the hills is covered in Indian grass, now turning a sunset red as autumn approaches. I don't know what that is.
Argus.
Kayla.
This little lamb almost didn't make it out of her mama's belly.
We have Kayla back. I'm pretty sure her eyes are purple in the Tuesday thing, which makes me think it was like a memory of Kayla from the motel bit, maybe. But we have sheep.
That's life.
We have sheepies.
Don't say that. No living thing is born to suffer. Look, it's already
They have
thin.
such different personalities. It's like that meme. What was the meme? Like, don't eat glass, like that one. It was like it's like old now at this point, isn't it? It was like one of those like early TikTok memes. How do you say this? The you? Is it like you? I don't know how to read that. I'm gonna be so real. I didn't actually go to school, like my K through 12 education in Texas, so I didn't take any agriculture classes. Fun fact, agriculture classes are very common here. Like there's entire like high schools with agriculture departments here. Very common. But I didn't go to high school here, so I don't know how to say that word. I'm struggling to stand. Gold.
What an adorable little thing.
Anyways, we can skip this part.
Listen, guys, we should take them back. Ain't no way they'll make it through the night out here with their mama hurt. And you can't see a thing at night.
I wonder if we're gonna get more of these flashbacks.
You're right. Let's go.
But they're so different. The wind sweeps through the grass and rustles into the distance. Ba-bam. Because the one thing about Reverse is that like little scenes like that will come back. Argus grits her teeth and yanks the steering wheel, screeching her car into a U-turn. Yep, she slams on the gas, rushing back to where the sheep-like Arcanist was. She had the little sheep memory and it feels bad now. There's nothing but a few cotton plants swaying in the breeze when she arrives.
Should have minded my own damn business.
So she turns the wheel again, harder this time. The tires screech as she makes another U-turn and drives off. We're gonna meet her again at the hotel, I'm assuming. In the distance, the sun dips behind the hills. Oh my god, I can't read. I feel like we're gonna meet her back up with the hotel. Her vision is fading, she switches on the headlights. As expected, the light is too dim to make up for her night blindness. She can hardly see a thing. Okay, so that is canon. A hard break. And bang! Because I know there was something with her eyesight, and so that is actually a real thing. Unfortunately, it's too late to stop the crash. To be continued. I knew I'd heard things about her eyesight being a thing, but yeah, it actually is a thing. Coffee break. My coffee is like the perfect warmth now. Fog descends is just a story stage. This is not an ideal day for a drive regardless of the vehicle, and it's Veritade! Veritade! At least I think it is. I forgot. Honestly, I didn't even think Verita was going to be involved because it's a side story. I was like, it would make sense if she wasn't, but she is! Veritade!
Before we left, TTT was telling me an urban
It
myth
is
about
TTT.
Texas.
I always hate saying TTT, so I just call her Triple T. It's like the same amount of syllables, but for whatever reason,
Sounds about right. What's the story about?
So, is Lilia coming
The
with
story
us?
starts off in the typical way.
This is terrifying. Already.
A man was driving down a long Texas road when he saw a girl hitchhiking.
Wait, this is fun.
He offered her a lift and a piece of chocolate.
Oh, you don't take the chocolate.
The man dropped the girl off at a cemetery and drove on.
Is this
It's late at night,
inspired by something?
so he was hoping to reach his destination quickly.
It probably is.
Soon after,
But I
he saw
can't
a funeral
pinpoint it.
procession going down the road. The photo of the dead seemed familiar.
It's the girl. This has to be inspired by something.
Curiosity came over him, and he followed them to the cemetery. Look, a piece of chocolate.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's kind of creepy, actually. The chocolate being like on her tombstone. That is kind of terrifying. A sudden beeping interrupts her story. So they hit our car. There's the foundation.
I have to take this. It's from the foundation.
Is that like a car phone? The voice on the other side is as calm as ever. Or is it just like an Arcanist
This is
thing?
Emergency notice. The Xeno base in Texas, USA.
There's a Xeno base in Texas?
Evacuation.
Canonically, where is the Xeno base? I would like to know just for reasons. I think that would be fun to know.
Xeno has not yet responded.
Canonically, where is it? We have
If you
one here.
encounter any difficulties on your trip there, please
There's
contact
a Xeno base?
headquarters immediately.
Understood.
That's kind of fun.
Despite these developments, your mission remains the same. Contact
What
U2
is-
editor Barbara, who is
Okay.
last seen near Route 77.
The pieces
collecting
are
information.
fitting
And find
together.
Bird's current whereabouts through her.
All the pieces are fitting together.
Since U2 editors use a special
I also thought it was
communication
Utu, but now I know it's
channel, the
Atu.
current location is still unknown.
We're learning how to pronounce things
We'll
today.
be in touch as soon as there's any new information.
Okay.
Any questions, Timekeeper?
Where's the Xeno base specifically? I would like to know.
All the best then.
So that's it? The communication ends and Lilia looks thoughtful.
What did they say?
She's going to have to take that jacket off while she's here.
There's a mass evacuation at the Xeno base in Texas.
Where in Texas? I want to know!
What's that all about?
I'm
You
nosy.
called me 2 days ago, saying that Red 38 was still under routine maintenance in their armament factory. But now, all of
Lilia's
a
kind of
sudden
fun.
they're
This is my
gone?
first time meeting her in
How am
game.
I going to get my Red 38 back now, huh?
She's
If we
pissed.
hadn't taken her away for inspection, we wouldn't be traveling in this little car, wasting all day. on
Okay,
the
so
road.
that's what they're doing here. They're trying to get her
Vroid
weapon
only
back.
mentioned an evacuation. It's still possible that some of them have stayed behind to keep the factory running.
They probably
If you're
shouldn't.
worried about Red 38, we can take a detour there. It's in Chisos. The town isn't far from here.
I don't. Where is that? A real town? Hold on. We're doing our googling. Lilia is squirming in her seat, but I must Google this because it could vary. There's Texas is very large, and that sounds like that's something that would be a Texas city. Also, I want to see like I don't think it's a real place. I think they just made up the thing. Okay, there's like mountains and trails named that. Where there's a mountains. But that's how far is that from here? That is an 8-hour drive. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. That does not overlap with the Route 77 at all. Let me tell you. Nope. That is, I think they just picked something. There is like a trail called Chisos in Austin, which that makes sense because Austin is pretty close to Route 77. That part makes sense. But it's not a, if it is a city, it's like a very small one that literally does not even come up on Google Maps. So I wouldn't put it past that though. Texas is kind of insane. Like there's places like that here still.
Can you take us to the cheeses? It's just a little detour.
Oh, we're literally talking about all this in a taxi. He taps his fingers rhythmically on the steering wheel.
Girls, I don't know why y'all are here, but whether it's just for a bit of adventure or for business...
Didn't you hear us on the
I
phone?
gotta tell you, something ain't right in that town. We've
Okay,
all
so it's a
heard
fictional
stories.
town.
Scratching sounds on car roofs.
Yeah.
Animal bits stuck to car
Okay, well the animal bits isn't that
and
weird.
those people in black robes.
The people in black robes is weird.
It's all too weird for me.
Give the ghost stories a rest. Look, if you're trying to negotiate a higher price, at least be a little smart about it, instead of trying to...
Like,
stick
didn't you
us
hear
with
us on the
cheap old
communicator?
deals.
Like, it's work. We're here for work.
You got me all wrong. Who in their right mind would throw away the cash in their hand unless they were forced to?
Coffee break.
Benjamins are good and all, but they ain't worth my life. Ain't no way I'm taking you there, no matter how much cash you throw at me.
Fair enough.
Why? Were you the driver in that ghost story?
Lilia's pushing it.
No.
She is pushing it and I love it.
Have you seen these things happen yourself?
God.
Come on! It's just a little detour. It won't even cost you much fuel.
I'm with the driver, but I do believe in ghosts, so that might be my issue. He clenches his hands tightly around the steering wheel, his knuckles turning white from the pressure.
Sir?
I also just remembered something. I have to add to my groceries.
Fogging up.
Yeah, because it's Texas. That happens all the time. It's because it's extreme. You have the air running and it's extremely hot out. Thick, milky fog envelops the car. See, that's not even weird. The driver pulls over. That's not even weird.
Ain't no way this fog is natural. We shouldn't go any further. I'm stopping right here.
I mean, looks like fog to me.
Fine, I'll drive. Swap seats with me.
She's like, give me the steering wheel.
Nobody get out of the car.
Why?
Are you kidding me?
This is funny.
You haven't heard the stories, have you? Then what in the hell are you even doing here?
Work. We're here for work.
When the fog rolls in on Route 77, You should always stay in the car.
I'm like, how much is this? How much of this
Some folks say
is
they saw
stuff
giant
they,
crocodiles.
the white crocodiles?
Others say they
How
saw
much
dead
is stuff
bodies
that they
floating
made up and how
through
much is like actual like stuff? Because I
the
know
trees.
that they like
Leaving this car.
obviously take
Mom took
both.
Fox gone.
Like the devs love to take real life ghost stories and things like that and then also like make things up themselves. Like Chisos being a city. He's interrupted by a drawn out scraping sound on the roof of the car. It's the crocodile baby!
Is that?
Throwback to Tuesday's
Is
story. Crocodile baby!
Come on! Don't tell me you're scared of this stuff.
I would be. I am. No response.
He's fainted.
Are we gonna take him out of the car then? A strange atmosphere spreads inside the car as they sit and listen to the scraping on the roof. But this is nothing compared to what happened at Green Lake Campsite. Throwback! Throwback! Finally, the scraping stops, and a few black and white figures dart past the windows. That's terrifying.
See. This looks like the work of a mumus. It's a creature
Oh,
only
it's
seen
just-
in the southern US.
Oh, I actually also...
They produce a
Also-
fog-like gas from their respiratory trumpet.
I love the idea of like, I guess, yeah, it would be urban legends, like certain creatures being like relegated to different parts of the world. So this one specifically being Southern US. I love that. Southern US
That sounds
critters.
just some critter scratching along on the roof.
That would make sense though that like normal people in Texas, normies would not know what that is. Even like arcanists
At this rate,
wouldn't
I
know.
won't get my Red 38 back for another month.
Like that would make total sense.
Well,
Because even
I always wanted
like
to
Argus
try
was like,
this.
who the hell is the
Help me
Foundation?
move
What are you
this
talking
guy.
about? Get out of my
You
way.
have to give up your passenger seat, Capitan.
I know what you're thinking, but do you have a US driver's license? Or any driver's license at all, for that matter?
You know what though? There's a lot of people in Texas who drive without a license.
I can fly a broom and even do all those maneuvers. That takes more skill than driving a car, don't you think?
Well, yeah. Should probably have a license.
Compared to flying, driving a car is child's play. Just look at the number of drivers compared to pilots in the world.
You know what though? Even without a license, she probably would still be better than a lot of the drivers here. Following the pilot's plan, they adjust positions.
Now, where do we start?
No one has a license. She glances at the dashboard in front of her. This doesn't look like the interior of an SU-01, I don't know, something her plane. She thinks back to her training.
Start both engines. Keep the tachometer at 70%.
There's no tachometer!
Here's the nose wheel steering, the position indicator for the joystick. The
What is
throttle
she?
Lever. Ah.
What
and
is
this
she?
side for the flaps. No, that's not right. We're in a car, not a flying machine.
I was gonna be like, what is what? Oh, there's the crash. Click. The rear seat passenger quietly fastens her seatbelt.
Let's just get out, Capitan. Can't wrap my head around this hunk of metal.
Then why did you agree to drive it? Well, fair. I mean, we
If
probably
the
shouldn't
creatures are
stay here.
responsible for this fog, our solution is simple. We drive them away.
Like, we should not stay here if there's haunted
Let's
stuff
go.
happening and cult members. She opens the door, and the thick fog outside rushes in like a tide. Why? Who opened the door? Why'd we open the door? What was the reason for opening the door? We're actually kind of breezing through this, which is good. So what is this here? Tales and Journeys. This magazine column was always popular, but now the columnist's trail has vanished near Route 77. We're going to read the magazine, obviously. We are going to read all of it. So if you do not care about the story sections, skip ahead a little bit, but I'm going to be reading it. Was it Uttu? Okay, so this is from Uttu. Since our last column, we've been inundated with letters, tapes, and voice recordings from our passionate readers. I must say the impact of the Piranhas in the Sewer story exceeded my expectations. One anonymous reader compiled 23 different urban sewer predator legends she picked up. Yeah, urban legends, that's what I was talking about. During her travels and asked when I was going to write about the country witch who turned into a hare. She fondly recalled how her grandmother's amusing witch stories, tinged with a touch of gentle fright, would lull her to sleep as a child. Damn, okay. I can't fall asleep to scary things. I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to this reader. These contributions are invaluable to my writing, and I'll soon delve into these childhood tales. Stories of mysterious, transformative, arcane skills are truly captivating, and their prevalence might be more widespread than I initially thought. As we continue with the last issue's theme, sewer legends intertwine with conspiracy theories. Great, we're talking about conspiracy theories, but honestly, if we're in Texas, we should probably be talking about conspiracy theories. People are weird here. Anyways, for example, in a tape sent by a Mr. K from New York City, A relative of his staunchly believes that the government secretly hired a team to feed albino fish living in the sewers. No, they did not. In previous investigations, a teenager shared his thrilling experience. He encountered human-sized, upright walking reptiles and rodents in the city sewers. No, he did not. Okay. These stories often end with the line, "The government knows they exist, but the higher-ups are keeping it all hush-hush." No, they're not. Quite frankly, no, they are not. And even if this is what's happening in reverse 1999, IRL, no, they are not. But I honestly highly doubt they're happening here too. I literally got distracted by my like weekly screen time report on my phone. Literally distracted me. I was like, wait, what? Anyways, more radical speculators suggest that city sewers could easily be used as experimentation sites, with piranhas, alligators, giant snakes, and all manner of other dangerous creatures being secretly bred by the government or mysterious organizations for unknown purposes. No, they're not. In our next column, we'll be returning to Texas, where this series began. As you read this, I'll most likely already have set off on a new adventure. Perhaps our paths will cross on the dusty roads of Texas. So is this Barbara's column? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out probably. So this is the car we crashed. Are we just gonna leave the guy here? We go to Baby Broadcaster. The good news is we found a radio station. The bad news? The host hasn't learned to speak yet. Oh, Baby Broadcaster. Wait, what the hell? Okay, let's start. What do you mean the host hasn't learned to speak? What do you mean by that? Hello? What does that mean? I don't know if we're gonna have like informational stages like we did with oh god, Allure Games, because that's the thing. The first ever flagship event in Reverse I've ever fully finished was Allure Games, because I finally got my account up to a place where I could do that. However, what I'm now frightened by, well, not frightened, but like there's been no like, because with Allure Games, there was background information, little stages we had to go through for each character, which I actually really liked. But I don't know if we'll have that here. I don't know how this event is set up. But we are getting out of the car and stepping onto the asphalt road. Awesome. A barely perceptible moisture fills the air. The mist is pervasive, even filling their ears and nostrils. Ugh, disgusting. A faint breeze runs along their faces like a spider's web blowing in the wind. It's not that humid in Texas though. Sometimes it is. Like, what's the humidity today? Because it's like kind of disgusting out. What's the humidity here today? Like full transparency. Because that's the thing. I feel like it's more humid like in the Midwest where I grew up. Humidity is 82%. Okay, you know what? That's actually kind of sucky. It actually kind of sucks. Okay, never mind. It is humid here. A flash of insight comes to her from some distant, unreachable place.
What is it, Capitan?
Is it the crocodile babies?
Nearby.
Argus! Argus! And now a baby's crying. Oh my god, wait, is that the crocodile baby? But is that like the actual baby that the crocodile baby replaced? The crying of a baby throbs faintly in her ears like an insect bite.
Do you hear that?
Whose crocodile baby is that?
Better go take a look.
That's terrifying. That's like one of those horror tropes. Do not go look for the crying baby. Don't do it. At least call somebody first. The grass is rustling as if somebody or something is moving nearby.
You know,
It's the critters.
Some soldier once told me about a notorious bandit back in his hometown many years ago.
All right.
He would record the sound of a crying baby and play
Yep.
outside the homes of single mothers.
Yep.
Then he'd wait, ready to attack them if any of them opened their door to look for the baby.
Yep. That's why you don't trust the crying baby.
One man, don't negate all other calls for help.
Bearson's better than me because I would be like,
Of
nope.
course not. It's just a reminder to be ready for anything. We're close.
See, I would be more on Lilia's
Prepare yourself.
wavelength. I'd be more on her wavelength. Like, I would have the pepper spray out. I would. Pepper spray and the taser. The grass sways and the faint crying stops. The fog grows thicker. Because also, didn't the critter that we're fighting have like a trumpet thing? So it could just be making noises, like for that same purpose, to like draw people in.
Vertin,
Are
over
those narwhal babies? Oh, no. A broken flashlight lies in the ground. The damage looks recent. That is Tuesday with her crocodile baby. It was the crocodile baby. Not far away, they spot a foot in a black shoe and a pale ankle disappearing under purple fabric.
Hello.
It is Tuesday.
Please help.
How did she get here, though? Because I thought this would overlap with, because we had the Barbara bit. I thought it would overlap where Tuesday goes to find Barbara. But what is happening? A frail woman tightly cradles a swaddled infant. That is the crocodile baby. It's not a real baby. Her body curled up and trembling with fear.
Are you all right, miss?
She's fine. The maid turns her head. Her face is pale as if all the blood has been drained from it. Yep, we've been over that one.
Finally. Someone,
We've been over that one.
please help me. These critters won't let me leave.
I mean,
Every time I try, they knock me back.
what is Just get up.
Baby's starving and crying.
The baby's crying. Isn't that the crocodile baby?
I don't know what I would have done.
How is the crocodile baby? See? The mummus. The critter makes a worry sound.
You
They
mean
don't
the
trust
humans?
her.
I've never read about them attacking anyone in any reports.
Yeah.
In fact, they're known for being rather timid.
Reports don't necessarily capture the whole story, Capitan.
See?
Look at
Now
them.
Lilia's
They
better
don't
than
seem
me because
very
I don't trust her.
to me.
They're just kind of sitting there. They're like, what did we do? The mummus before them opens its mouth wide, revealing its sharp white teeth.
Careful, it's going to attack.
Is it? Like, is it? Looks fine to me. Coffee break. All right, Plant and Stoke are mounted, so we're just gonna go on with the same team, maybe. Oof, I need somebody who is fully leveled. Actually, can I level up Desert right now? Oof, no, I can't. All right, who can I throw in that heals then? I think my only good healer is Desert. Oh, never mind. Never mind, I have somebody. All right, let's go. I probably would be okay because it doesn't need a full like level up on Insight 1, but it is what it is. I already switched in. The little mummuses are kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Look at them, they're kind of cute looking. I took another coffee break and my tracking glitched out so bad. It's fine, but we did it. Baby broadcaster. What is the baby broadcaster then? Because we just found crocodile baby. The creatures scatter, the grass rustling as they flee.
They always run off so quickly.
See, that should be a red flag. They always run off so quickly. You know, like this has happened before and you've been fine. The woman pulls herself up off the ground and brushes the dirt from her skirt.
Are you all right?
She's fine.
Did you get a good look at them? Those slippery little things look like seals, don't they?
Yeah, that's why they're cute.
They always jump on passing cars and rub their flat hind legs on the roof.
Oh, so it's those little things. How has nobody seen it?
Amazing creatures, aren't they? These little fearmongers.
Yeah, this should be a red flag. She's like, oh, they're amazing, even though they're terrorizing people. Wind sweeps across the plains, dispersing the fog. The woman's face flushes red as she sways lightly in the breeze.
But they are, in fact, easily frightened. The slightest movement
Yeah.
can startle them. That's why it's foggy all year around here. Many of my guests have trouble finding their way to
I'm
the
just
motel.
like, this should all be red
Are
flags.
you ladies looking to check in at the motel?
Not necessarily, but we should probably head there.
Yes, Tuesday's Motel. If you're looking for a comfortable bed for the night, it's the place to go.
And she is Tuesday.
Anyway, thank you so much for saving us. I owe you
So I'm
one.
assuming this is happening the same time that Argus is doing her thing. She pats the swaddled baby.
Excuse me. Are you the maid at Tuesday's Motel?
You could say that, Verton.
I almost forgot to introduce myself. Folks around here call me Tuesday.
The
Hey,
Tuesday
over
of
here.
Tuesday's Motel.
Hey, Tuesday. Breakfast for one, please.
She's lying.
Tuesday. Oh, ain't we all like horses? And our names like the
But
rain
she's very
falls.
southern. That sounds like something you'd hear up here. She looks the two of them over. It's so because I did two. Obviously, I did Tuesday's character story before this because it ended before
Thank
this,
you for your
and I'm just like,
kindness.
I don't
I'm
trust
sorry
any of
about
this.
We can't just leave them there.
And
Fair.
our luggage and travel documents are still in the trunk, along with our cash too. Let's head back now that the fog has cleared.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. Also, don't go with her.
Shall I lead the way?
No.
You?
She looks the maid up and down suspiciously,
What were you doing out here alone anyway?
asking the real questions.
I was waiting for a guest. It's been 2 hours and they still haven't shown up.
Is she actually
I'd
waiting
rather
for a
than wait here.
guest?
I would pay you back for helping me.
Because she said the same thing.
Let me take you
She
there.
said the same thing before, right? The setting sun scatters its light, illuminating the dogwood and cotton plants in the fields.
That coward.
Oh wait, did the guy run? The car is gone. Nothing remains but a few scattered pieces of luggage. Oh, okay, he came to and left their luggage.
He just threw out our luggage and took off.
At least he didn't take the
How
luggage.
pathetic.
At least he left it for us.
At
Yep.
least he didn't take the luggage with him.
Same way Lane the Ferreton.
Are you going to thumb a ride with all these bags?
So what
I would
is...
advise against that, especially here. You've seen those movies, right?
What does Argus hit? Because I thought it was going to be our car.
There are a lot of smugglers around these days.
Also, thank God it finally got bright. It was so dark. There's a clear concern in her voice. It took almost an hour, but if the sun's finally up at 9:30 in the morning.
Did you say your motel wasn't far from here?
And this is how we end up at the motel.
Yes. Come this way. There's an easy trail that won't dirty your shoes.
It's too easy.
Don't worry. It ain't far.
Like, it's all too easy, and I don't trust Tuesday at all because I've done her character story. So now we're at the motel. Yay. I actually think I've seen a motel like this before. Like, with these colors. Like, that's the thing. I've seen, like, very colorful motels down here. So, like, that makes sense. I love that they kind of took that idea. It's like this green and red thing. It could just be, like, white, but still it has the red trim. It's kind of fun. Anyways, the walk isn't far indeed. Before long, they're standing in front of the motel.
When night falls and the signs are lit, a weary traveler may find a comfortable place to rest here.
I don't know about that. Under the shade of the neem trees, the wooden porch awaits its owner, darkening in the fading sunlight. I don't know what a neem tree is.
To Tuesday's motel, ladies.
Ha ha ha. Not so sure if it's welcome. Isn't this a combat stage? No. Unless, did we already do the combat? I literally don't remember. I do like that these stages feel much shorter, though, at least the early ones. I do like that because there's 20. Medal of Honor. Okay. Oh, yeah, we did do combat already. Okay, so Medal of Honor then is a big one. This is going to be one that repeats. It is from the giver that honor derives, not the receiver. I don't know what that's quoting. We'll start, though. Just, I don't want to linger too much because I've been here for 49 minutes and we're, like, making good time. If we can get part 4 done, that'd be great. Actually, if we could go all the way to part 5, that would be even better, because then we'll have like 4 videos. The maid stands behind the front desk in the motel lobby. She's checking in her new guests. I will say, though, I'm not as, like, drawn in on this one as I was with, like, the Allure Games story, but that's, like, maybe it's just taking longer to get into. I don't know. Because also, I'm not... The thing with Allure Games is I did most of it in one night, and I did the more... Like, I did the later half of it. So that was more interesting, and that immediately drew me in, so that's what I'm thinking of. But, I don't know, maybe this gets good after this stage. I don't know. We're still gonna finish it, though, because I'm determined. Bound and determined. Now that we've started it, we will finish it.
That'll be $25 altogether. Will that be...
I do think you're supposed to do the main story before Tuesday's character story, though, because I don't know, because Tuesday's character story ends first. So the maid holds up the passport, comparing the information on it.
Hey, do you know if there's an armament factory in the town nearby?
Lilia just cares about her gun.
An armament factory?
Probably. It is Texas. And I say that wholeheartedly. I do say that wholeheartedly. There's a lot of them here. Like, there's a lot. Or, like, places adjacent to an armament factory, if you will, as well. Like, it's Texas. What do you expect? Like, I'm not surprised there's a Xeno base here either. She studies Lilia's outfit and smiles as she responds.
Yes, there is one. Would you like a map?
Like, this is so unsettling. She opens a drawer, pulls out a map, and hands it to her.
If you plan on visiting, make sure to return early. It can be a difficult walk in the dark.
Oh yeah, we don't have a car anymore. Lilia quickly finds the town labeled Chisos on the map.
Doesn't seem far from here.
If it was a real town.
Walk. I'd recommend leaving tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, we don't have a car. Like,
late.
It's like an hour. Why don't you just...
outside at night.
An hour walk?
Thanks, but I'm going right now.
Lilia does not care. She moves with swift purpose to the front door. I wouldn't do that, Lilia.
Nothing can go wrong as long as I have Red 38 by my
But you
side.
don't have it yet. That's the
Call me
thing.
if anything happens.
Farrington just lets her. She's like, I can't
what?
stop her now.
I can handle myself.
I can't stop her now. A rush of wind enters as Lilia opens the door and makes her way out of the motel. We should not be splitting up like this.
Don't worry. She'll check in later.
Here's your passport.
Have you been working
Whew.
here since the opening of this place?
No. She hasn't. Nope.
How's business?
God. The maid laughs softly.
Not too great. It's the off-season now.
That makes sense.
You don't seem too good at small talk. Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Poor Farrington. Just go to your
I do
room,
have one
Farrington.
question.
What is it? What is
Have
it?
you seen a sheep-headed arcanist around?
Oh, okay, so we're looking for Barbara. She shows the information provided by the Foundation. That makes sense now.
Oh,
But she does come here.
I'd easily forget.
She does come here eventually.
Why are you looking for this arcanist?
Huh. For world peace. We're looking for an editor. Just say an editor.
Two. I think I've heard of that before. That's a magazine specially made for arcanists. right?
I'm just like, ah.
Well, I'm sorry.
When does Barbara get here?
I've never met an arcanist with the head of a sheep.
So this either she's lying or this predates the character story. Suddenly, the ceiling starts to tremble. Did this happen in her character story? A surge of arcane energy comes from above.
What?
Oh, that's the fight we have to do. God.
Sounds like something's going wrong upstairs.
Great.
Sorry about that.
Or maybe Barbara is here and she is
Your
lying.
room's on the second floor too.
Please don't take us to the room with the red door. Please don't take us to the room with the red door. I'm traumatized.
Just so you know, the guests upstairs are a little...
I feel like Barbara is here. The maid hesitates. And this is like overlapping maybe?
Well, you can stay behind me if you like.
I'm scared now. Also, I don't want to go. Okay, no red doors. No red doors, guys. No red doors. Argus is here. A voice echoes from down the hall.
It's just a simple room swap. I'm sure it won't be no trouble at all for a generous lady such as yourself.
I know there's an NPC I think that I really like the design of here.
That's the guest staying in room 210. She arrived here the night before yesterday.
Okay, so a couple of days have gone by
She was injured
since...
when she came in. Seems it didn't take her long to recover.
A couple of days have gone by since the part with Argus and Barbara.
I don't quite understand why she insists on swapping rooms with the other guests. If she does the same to you, please call the front desk.
I want to know what her motive is to swap rooms.
Why didn't you offer her your help? She needs it more than I do.
Veritum makes a point.
Oh, things don't work like that here, miss.
Yeah, things don't work like that in Texas. People...
Everyone has their own secret.
It's the bless your heart
The
conundrum.
variety of guests we get. It's best to keep your mouth shut.
Well, I mean...
Or else somebody will shut it for you.
It's the bless your heart conundrum. It's like the idea of like asking somebody how their day is, but you don't actually want a proper answer. Like if somebody's having a horrible day, you just want them to say, oh, I'm fine. How about you? Like you don't actually, it's just small talk at the end of the day. That's Texas. Truly the bless your heart conundrum.
Although there are fewer bounty hunters around these days. My advice
I don't know
is
what
to
year
stay
this is
quiet
supposed to be
if you
taking
don't
place. And
want
I don't
any
know it's
trouble.
not like super current, but I know it's also not.
Especially if you're dealing with an armed mercenary. You know how things like that play out down here in Texas, don't you?
Listen, it's a little tropey, but I think it's kind of fun. I think it's fun. Anyways, the voice down the hall continues.
Or do you have something else in mind?
Argus, can we just work with you? Listen. Yeah.
Better than this one?
This is the... Why is she here, though? Because she doesn't sound Texan. Anyways, a more lively voice chimes in.
That's the guest of room 218 speaking. She too is a young lady like you.
Like, I'm curious, why is she here now that I think about it?
And their room numbers.
Yeah.
You'd remember her too if she'd been staying in your
Ah.
hotel for a month. Miss Kimberly's been here for just over that.
I want to know why. This seems like it might be fun. We get to find, like, out like backstories. This is the guy who ends up dying, I think. What's up with his shirt, though? The maid quickly moves toward the source of the voice. The man before her looks haggard, his back slightly hunched, his eyes yellowed and cloudy. What's this guy's deal?
The mirror.
Oh, haunted. Yeah.
Mr. Stefan, are you coming out for some fresh air?
Tuesday's really good at acting like everything is normal, though. Everyone in the hallway turns to look at the maid.
Maid, you're just in time. I'd like to swap rooms with this Kimberly lady.
That sounds like annoying, though. She's been there for like a
Kimberly and
month.
myself have come to an agreement. Then I see no reason why you can't do so.
Oh, they haven't come to an agreement. All right. This Stefan is creeping me out. I'm gonna be so real. The man makes a dry, rasping sound, his vocal cords trembling unnaturally. It's like he's speaking for the first time in his life. Remember how I said that I was like waiting for this to get good? Yeah.
Timekeeper?
Oh wait, we know this guy?
Have we met?
Yeah, have we? This response seems to trigger something. His expression twists. I'm scared.
Virgin.
I'm really scared because I know that this NPC model has shown up before.
Do I know you, sir?
I think, but like face covered, I believe, maybe.
I saw you in the newspaper.
Why is he so angry then?
Not the newspaper, that vacuum bomb. Did you see the explosion? You must have, because you made it happen. You dropped the bomb, you murderers.
I think this might have to do with Vroid, because that's been the most recent story stage, like main story. I know we're getting a new one soon, but
Congratulated and given medals.
it's probably related to something there.
Revolting.
Because Allure Games did the same thing, like it mentioned in the main story.
Rewarded for murder.
But what does this guy have against all of this? He blabbers on, working himself into a frenzy.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck in this hotel. Lord, is this what my life has come to?
But also,
But we've never met before.
if it is related to like,
Sir.
if it's related to Vereinsam or like earlier chapters, those don't happen in the US, I don't think. Let alone countryside Texas. Like, what is happening? Like, how'd you end up in a motel in middle of nowhere, Texas? Come on.
You don't know me, but I'll get the truth out. I'll expose your crimes to the public.
Like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? The man's deranged rant continues, his knuckles turning white as he clenches his fists. I don't...
That rotting woman in the tub, that sheep-headed monster, and that one inside the mirror.
Sheep-headed monster. Okay, so this happens post Tuesday's character story, or like slightly overlapping with it, I believe. Probably.
Sheep-headed, you say?
Yeah, where's the sheep-headed monster?
Sir.
We need to know where the sheep-headed monster is.
Don't startle him. He's totally crazy.
I should have known it was all fake.
Fake?
They're giving out medals for killing people. Then
Who
I
is
should
this
have
guy?
one too.
I'm sorry, what?
Medal. It should be mine.
What do you mean you should have one too? Stefan? He bites down hard on his lip, his cloudy eyes staring straight ahead. He steps forward. So we're fighting Stefan. This is how we end up in with Argus. But the man has already lunged at them. Get him! Get his ass! But maybe not with the gun! Star is recommended now. Okay, I think Tuesday is Star, so that's probably who they want you to use here. All right, let's clear out the team. And then Star, what do we got? Let's do Matilda, Blondie, and then we'll put in, we'll just use Deke. Where is she? Aha. And then in the suitcase, we'll throw, my other Star characters are not fully built yet. We'll just throw Jay in there. My Beast characters are weaker on Star though. But maybe for Jay's slot, we'll throw in Babel. It's mineral, so I guess plant would also work. Who do I have plant? We'll just throw in Bjork. We'll just do that, I think. Okay, right, fingers crossed. Here we go. Coffee break. It's just one guy, so he should be okay. He's got a lot of health though. Oh, he's drunk. Look, wait, we go battle intel, wait. It's not letting me battle intel, even though I turned off auto. I think I hit it too late. We're doing pretty good though. Just auto it. Sure, fine. I'm pretty sure he's drunk though. I'm taking another coffee break before my coffee gets cold because we're getting there. It's getting to the point where it might be too cold soon. But honestly, I used to have an aversion, like if I got a hot coffee and it went cold, I used to be like, ew, gross. Even though I like iced coffee. But honestly, especially in the last month, I've been like, actually, I'm fine. I'm fine when my coffee gets a little cold, I think. Oh my god, I've had Blondie for like a month or so now, and I've never realized she has a little Chucky keychain on her shorts. Maybe that's because I've leveled her up since, but oh my god, like that's so adorable. That's cute. A single blow from the butt of the mercenary's shotgun knocks the man out. Meanwhile, we had to do a whole battle. And all it took was one like pop. Tuesday, you good? The maid breathes heavily, her face slightly flushed.
I'm ever so sorry about
Like,
all
is she
this,
just a
Miss
really good
Hudson.
actress?
You've only just arrived, and you've had to deal with so much trouble already.
Oh, it's no trouble. In fact,
So like, I guess
I'm
we
glad
get a
we
lot. I
came
guess Tuesday gets a lot of foot traffic. If
that
this,
man said he'd seen a sheep-headed monster.
because hypothetically, it would be because from Tuesday's character story, I was like, oh, she only gets like one person, and like at any given time, she's haunting one person or tormenting one person in the motel. But it seems like because a couple of days have gone by, we have the bit with Argus declining Barbara a ride, and then she's off. She disappears. Tuesday brings her to the motel, and then a couple of days later is out doing whatever. Argus has also since checked into the motel. Stuff is happening. But maybe Argus keeps switching rooms with people because she's like, something ain't right about this room. I'm getting a different one. She said, I refuse to see it. I will not be haunted.
Oh,
We do need to find
yes.
Barbara though.
He's quite delusional. Surely you won't take the ramblings of a madman for
No,
a
we
fact,
need-
will you?
I'm pretty sure if he's a madman,
He's been peculiar since the day he checked in.
if he's a madman,
Spasms and
then
twitches, and pays little attention
the
to his
sheep-headed
surroundings.
monster is Barbara. That's what we're looking for.
It's best not to have a face-to-face conversation with him. Who knows what he'll
But we
do
we
next.
need to know where Barbara is. It sounds like she's in this hotel.
Enough chatter. You have a job to do.
Because Kimberly is definitely not Southern. So, like, I know, like, Verton and Lilia aren't Southern, but there's a reason they're here. Who's Kimberly? And why does she sound slightly French? And why is she in Texas, if that's the case? The girl impatiently interrupts their conversation.
I've accepted the offer this, Miss Argus made. What's next? What should we do?
I'm gonna assume she's
Apologies,
French.
Miss Kimberly. I'll be
'Cause
with
I
you
didn't-
in a moment.
Was there like a lot of French people in Texas? I don't think there is.
For me at the front desk. The rooms need a tidy up before they can be occupied.
Mhm.
You may take a rest on the couch in the
I took
lobby
another
while
coffee
you
break.
wait. Miss Burton, I'm afraid I'll have to leave you.
I guess that
here.
makes sense that she would have to
Do
clean the
you mind
rooms.
Going to your room alone?
Not at all.
No, it's probably for the best that we do that because then she can't make the door red or something. Hey, that scares me. The red slip on the door, that scares me a lot, actually. Anyways, once again, the air pulses with the flow of arcane energy, compelling her to look back. What did the first line say? Oh, the suitcase sways with her steps. Okay, so she got the suitcase. But this is creepy. This is sure is creepy. Hi, August. You're so
Ma'am,
pretty.
You can just leave the room as it is. If you clean it, it'll interfere with my work.
Oh, well, there's Argus again. Yeah, it's just sleeves.
You might want to check on that Kimberly lady. She looks starved. She wouldn't stop shaking.
Oh, it's the haunting. A cluster of emerald light sparks in the mercenary's left eye, scattering like a bird unfurling its brilliant tail feathers.
Oh, Miss Kimberly. Would you like something to eat?
Why did she look so angry?
I'm fine.
She looks angry and she sounds familiar too. Anyways, the guest's face visibly sours. Oh my god, wait. Are they allowed to do this? I guess it would make sense, but there's just like a random Kiss and Rush poster, like both of them right here. Like, where did that come from?
I agreed to change rooms, didn't I? Why are you two still mocking me?
I don't know what's happening here. I don't. She turns her attention to the mercenary.
You're not exactly a pleasant person to do business with. You know that, right?
I mean, I could assume that.
Well, darn. What got you so riled up?
Yeah.
It's too late.
Oh my god, there's a
now.
Nirvana poster
Here's
too.
the deal. You can
Where are these
backpedal if
posters
you
coming
like,
from?
But it ain't wise to mess with the girl packing heat down here in Texas.
Yeah,
Later,
Argus!
Miss Kimberly.
Oh, I love Argus. The mercenary's eye gleams as she turns the lock and enters her hard-won room.
Her arcane skill.
Yeah. It's the eyeball! To be continued. That'll be all we do today. I know I said I wanted to get to 5, and we genuinely probably could go to 5, but listen, I'm gonna make the editing easier for myself at this point in time. We got points. Let's check the shop. We might do some more Argus pulls too, because if you tuned in to the last videos, the whole bit was I accidentally, also we can't get anything from Clandestine Concierge because I'm waiting to get this, I'm waiting to get the Psy Cube. Even though I don't have Tuesday, I want the special Psy Cube. So that's 8,000 keys. So we're gonna be here a minute. And then also I would probably like Gluttony as well. So we'll leave for a hot second though. I think Jay got a new line, like my Jay, because he keeps talking about fat stacks of cash, and I've never heard that line before today. But we go summons. Who's rerun? Cause hi Lilia. Lily's on the standard. Forgot about that. Cause Charmaine's up, Yearning of the Waters up, and then we have the invitation. I think I'm just gonna, Argus's banner ends first. So, oh, we can do a 10 poll. Guys, we can do a 10 poll. I think we should, especially because there's 10. Also, I'm guaranteed, and I do still want Argus really bad. So 10 poll. Nothing too fancy though, so we're just gonna skip. And we got quite a few reruns, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And then we can't do another 10 poll, so where were we at then? 6 here, so 16. This will be 17 then. It's white, so we skip. Hi, Onion. And then we'll do this. Oh, please go, please go. Darn it, it's a 5-star. Because I was like, oh wait, that's gold. So it's probably gonna be 10. Oh no, it's Satsuki. Okay, cool. Got a portrait of her. I've been using her a lot recently, so that makes sense. 18 or 19, not really sure. I lost track again. I'm really great at keeping up track with these gacha pulls, guys. Darling! All right, this will be our last one. And it's another white gold. Leilani. Sorry, Leilani, we're gonna skip you. All right, let me do some leveling then. We got a second portrait on Satsuki, which is great. Awesome, cool. I think she's my highest portrait of the characters I use regularly then. Oh no, Tenet and Satsuki. All right, portrait on TTT. I'll say her whole government name. Darlie, hello. And then some low level ones down here. The twins. That's funny that we got the twins twice today. And then I do need to level my Centurion, but I'm not really focused on that because I have quite a few beast characters leveled up. All right, built some pity at least. All right, let's go end on the Haunted Highway screen. I'm gonna get up and take a lap around my apartment, and then we'll come back to our little horror story here. that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!